But the largest racial group in the Western Cape are the so-called coloured people, who according to both the apartheid government and the current one are neither black nor white. And in coloured communities, too black for the last government and too white for this one is a popular refrain. I want to touch briefly on a word I've used several times in my speech already. And it's a concept that is the source of intense debate in South Africa: non-racialism. Non-racialism is a founding principle of the organisation I represent, the Cape Independence Advocacy Group. And it's also a policy adopted last year by the party of provincial government, the DA. Few people in South Africa openly embrace racism, and those that do are generally rounded upon from all sides. But non-racialism is far more controversial. Racism that seeks to undo the damage of racism isn't actually racism. This is the prevailing political view in South Africa, and this argument is almost exclusively focused on black or white. But the largest racial group in the Western Cape are the so-called coloured people, who according to both the apartheid government and the current one are neither black nor white. And in coloured communities, too black for the last government and too white for this one is a popular refrain. Independence polling shows that 60% of all independent supporters are coloured, whilst Cape Exit, a leading civic organisation with almost 800,000 registered independent supporters, also claim that 60% of those who've signed a mandate with them for Cape independence are coloured. So I would like to ask that for a moment, each person in this room pause and reflect on the issues that are uniquely faced by the coloured people in the Western Cape. And this is what Judge Nugent had to say in the Constitutional Court about their plight. In the Western Cape, 9 of each 100 work opportunities are made accessible to some 2.8 million coloured people, whilst 1.9 million black African people have access to 73. 9 out of 100 for coloured people, 73 out of 100 for black African people. These comments, of course, refer to the national government policy of affirmative action. And I'd like you to just please consider this. Were affirmative action to be implemented on the basis of language rather than skin colour, people would understand the plight of the coloured people in the Western Cape infinitely better. I will leave you to imagine what the outcome would be of informing KwaZulu-Natal that 15% of all jobs in the province must go to Xhosa speakers, and that 25% of all Eastern Cape jobs must go to Zulu speakers. I think we can all imagine how that would work out. So then why do we do it to coloured people?